Before we went down this road to renegotiate the contract, the question I had to Human Resources was, can you pick this up and produce something from what remains? And their answer is affirmative, yes, we can. It won't be an independent view, and that's the point that you're making, and I agree. It will not be an independent view. That's the point that we're missing. And I'm not saying that this wouldn't have been valuable. I believe, for the reasons I've stated, the best path forward is to take the components that we believe are value and renegotiate the contract accordingly. Intelligent people can have different opinions because they're looking at these things differently. This is the opinion that my staff and I are bringing for your recommendation. Ultimately, it is your decision. Whatever you decide, we will go forward with.
So if we ask the staff can we ask the staff to use the compensation philosophy or concepts that Evergreen used to come back to us with a compensation, with a salary scale?
Mr. O'Neill?
Yeah, and I would sort of generally just caution you, we are in a posture of negotiations right now. You can put whatever salary scales you want on the table in that process.
When he says negotiations, he means negotiations with collective bargaining units,
right,
not with Evergreen.
And so, yes, with your bargaining units. And quite frankly, Evergreen in their report had their own specific methodology that they use. They had national databases of information that we have. MSEA and our other union affiliates have national, and AFSCME has international outreach in terms of number. It's not a lack of numbers that's been a stumbling block, or internal or external data. We have at the State Department of Ed, professional organizations, any wealth of salary-related information. Their methodology is what's perhaps unique. They define the local market portion a little differently than we have in the past. There's nothing to exclude or preclude us from doing that. Some of the concepts in terms of the sort of structure of a salary schedule that they suggest are not concepts that have never been floated across the bargaining tables in Carroll County Public Schools in the 7 years I've worked here, or all across Maryland. More steps of less value. So yes. all of that can and does happen organically as a part of the bargaining process, I guess, is what I'm saying. And so replicating data based on certain markets, comparative counterparts, that already occurs annually. This was just an external view of a certain company's methodology.
And the bottom